Travis Hunter becomes his own agent in cutthroat 2025 draft race to save his NFL dream. With the NFL draft just 3 days away, expect social media to be a frenzy of draft stock maneuvering, and Travis Hunter is playing his part. Fresh off Colorado University's head-turning move to retire his number 12 jersey alongside Shedeur Sanders, the hype train is picking up serious speed. After all, the He-12 man is all set to electrify the 2025-26 NFL season as a top rookie, and he's not just showing up, he's arriving to make a statement. As one of only 17 top prospects invited to Green Bay for the opening round, expect the spotlight to be firmly fixed on his unique two-way talent. WR or CB? Days away from the answer, as the 2025 NFL Draft draws near, it's looking more and more like the Browns will take Hunter with the number 2 pick. And ESPN's Daniel Oyefusi reports that Browns GM Andrew Berry remains high on Hunter as a receiver, but is open to the possibility of him playing both ways. Berry even drew a comparison between Hunter and MLB star Shohei Ohtani, highlighting how both can dominate in multiple roles. Despite the possibility of Hunter playing both WR and CB, Berry believes his talent alone makes him worthy of such a high pick. Honestly, all signs point to Hunter being a top contender, with his dual-threat potential making him even more valuable. However, the road to the NFL isn't easy, especially with fierce competition from names like Abdul Carter and Mason Graham, Will Campbell, and Ashton Janney all vying for top spots. Yet Travis Hunter stands out, grinding even harder when doubts arise. Despite his historic Heisman run, he's faced criticism, with even hate being directed at his fiancée, Leanna. That stung deeply, as it was a reminder of how little respect he's received despite all his accolades. Now, with a chip on his shoulder, Travis Hunter is taking matters into his own hands. While Pilar and Dion are relentlessly repping their son Shedeur on IG, who's in Hunter's corner? None other than the man himself. On April 21st, Travis Hunter shared a powerful IG post featuring him surrounded by his prestigious awards, the Heisman Trophy, Chuck Bednarik, Fred Biletnikoff Award, and more. It's clear, despite all his accolades, respect has been hard to come by. However, the criticism has been relentless, but Hunter's response says it all. With bold artistic flair, he wrote, "He's not the best WR. He's not the best DB. He's overrated. Generational." It's more than a statement. It's a declaration of his unshakable confidence as he fights to secure his NFL dream. And why not? Despite his stellar accomplishments, Hunter has faced some harsh criticism. Chad Forbes from NFL Bytes called him a little overrated, claiming he's regressed and not quite the wide receiver he's made out to be. On top of that, Matt Shovelson from the Right Way Network went even further, labeling Hunter as extremely overrated, even questioning his worthiness for prestigious awards like the Fred Biletnikoff and Chuck Bednarik. So, these critiques underscore the skepticism surrounding Hunter's ability to dominate both ways, despite the attention he's earned. But not everyone views this two-way star through the same lens. Analyst Josh Pate fired back, saying, "Some of the Travis Hunter discourse is insane," pointing out the unfair criticism of Hunter's exceptional achievements. Hall of Famer Terrell Owens was equally frustrated, questioning Hunter's exclusion from the Jim Thorpe Award finalists, declaring, "Make it make damn sense." However, Travis Hunter didn't hold back when expressing his frustration with the criticism on The Travis Hunter Show on April 4th. He called his Heisman win the most underrated achievement of his life, acknowledging how often others have overlooked his success. Moreover, Hunter embraced his uniqueness, acknowledging that doubt always precedes belief, especially when greatness is something people have never seen before. Now, with his path clear, the two-way star focuses on carving his NFL future. Travis Hunter has a crystal-clear vision. Travis Hunter is a rare dual-threat talent. With over 1,250 yards and 15 TDs as a receiver, plus 11 passes defended and 4 interceptions as a CB, he's dominating both sides of the ball. Despite NFL teams' differing opinions on his future position, Hunter clearly states his readiness to excel at both. When asked about playing both offense and defense in the NFL, Travis Hunter made it clear, stating, "It's never playing football again. Because I've been doing it my whole life, and I love being on the football field. I feel like I could dominate on each side of the ball, so I really enjoy doing it." You know, With 713 offensive snaps and 748 defensive snaps in the NCAA, Hunter has proven his versatility. But the physical toll of playing both positions in the NFL would be a whole new challenge. Still, Hunter is ready for whatever comes next. However, Ravens HC John Harbaugh raised doubts about Hunter's dual-role dreams, suggesting it's nearly impossible to excel at both. To say that you're going to be completely immersed in everything that there is to know on offense and everything there is to know on defense. I don't know if there's enough hours in the day, the HC said. Basically, he emphasized the challenge of mastering every detail on both sides of the ball. While Hunter is determined, Harbaugh's comments showed just how tough the task would be at the NFL level. Jerry Jones urged to break 61-year-old tradition for 221 tackles CB amid massive Travis Hunter trade rumor. Jerry Jones vowed the Cowboys would go all in for the 2024 season, but their activity during free agency was relatively quiet. However, fast forward a year, and all Dallas has is a disappointing 7-10 record. On the other hand, the Eagles are Super Bowl champs, and the Commanders just snapped a 33-year NFC title game drought against the Lions. So, the NFC East has shifted and not in the Cowboys' favor. If Dallas wants to stay relevant, the time to flip the script is now. Well, Dak Prescott is gearing up for a 2025 comeback after a season-ending hamstring injury, giving Cowboys fans a glimmer of hope. But behind the scenes, tension brews. Contract talks with star defender Micah Parsons could shake up the core. Meanwhile, Prescott remains a lightning rod. Some fans ride with him, others are ready to move on. Probably because he'll be 32 next season, and the injury bug is biting more often. Right now, Jerry Jones, ever the marketing mastermind, could spark major buzz and jersey sales by adding Shedeur Sanders to his franchise. It's not just Sanders who is turning heads ahead of the 2025 NFL Draft. Big names like Jalen Walker, Travis Hunter, and Abdul Carter are all making noise. But this time, Jerry Jones is being urged to break a 61-year-old tradition for a good reason. Texas Longhorns star CB Jody Barron is gaining serious momentum. With Cowboys cornerback Trayvon Diggs returning from a knee injury, Dallas may look to reinforce the secondary. That's why PFF's Dalton Wasserman labeled Barron a surprise first-rounder, putting him to the Cowboys at number 12 overall. On the 21st episode of DLLS Sports, the spotlight was on one clear need for Jerry Jones' Cowboys: reinforcements in the secondary. Short-term or long-term, the solution might already be in their backyard. Longhorns cornerback Jody Barron. He's lined up at corner, slot, and safety, doing it all for UT. He's the guy we're looking at as a potential Dallas Cowboy, said the host. Then came the buzzworthy question to Clarence Hill of the Cowboys podcast. How happy would you be if Abada Hook M ended up in Dallas? Hill didn't hesitate. I would love it, he said, backing the idea of Jody Barron in a Cowboys jersey. You know, ironically, Texas is the biggest college brand, in the state. Cowboys are the biggest pro brand in the state, said the Cowboys insider. But here's the catch. The Cowboys would need to break a 61-year-old trend. There are not a lot of Longhorns who play for the Cowboys. Cowboys don't have a history of drafting Longhorns, said Hill. Honestly, the tradition's real, but so is Barron's talent. However, the host pointed out a recent spark, stating, but they did just have a press conference about a number change for a Longhorn. So when you get one, it's big. But Clarence Hill quickly brought the history lesson, stating, yeah, but they don't have a history. And the long history, and certainly coming here a couple years ago, the third round, broke a long drought. In fact, you'd have to rewind all the way to 1964 to find the Cowboys' fourth overall pick, first round, from Texas, Scott Appleton. In 2023, the Cowboys drafted DeMarvion Overshown, Texas, in the third round as the 90th pick. Indeed, look, Jody Barron wrapped up his final season at Texas with a bang, 67 tackles, 11 passes defended, and 5 picks, tying him for fourth nationally. His standout play earned him All-American honors and stamped his name among the top DBs in this draft class. Versatile, physical, and clutch, he checks every box. Right now, if Jerry Jones' Cowboys want to tighten up their secondary in the 2025 draft, Barron isn't just a safe bet, he's a potential game changer. However, Hill's take on Jerry Jones' history with Longhorns cast some doubt on Barron's draft prospects. But the host quickly countered, emphasizing that it's not about the college, it's about the player. Hill smoothly followed up, reflecting on Barron's journey from high school to Texas after flipping from Baylor. "You're talking about a playmaker," said Hill, highlighting Barron's ability to shine no matter where he's placed. Now, with the draft approaching, it's all up to the Cowboys. Time will tell if Barron gets his shot. While the Cowboys' secondary could be patched with a cornerback, a massive Travis Hunter trade rumor has leaked, linking him to Jerry Jones. The shocking update on Jerry Jones' Cowboys. Jerry Jones just can't stay out of the spotlight. In a new viral video, the Cowboys owner was seen cruising in his helicopter, classic Jerry, while talk swirled around his close bond with Deion Sanders, former Dallas star. That connection is now fueling a fresh wave of speculation. Could it lead to something bigger? Enter Travis Hunter, CU's electric two-way Heisman winner and Deion's prized protege. Right now, with Jones soaring above and Hunter climbing draft boards, the Cowboys rumor mill is spinning hard. "I've heard Jerry really likes Travis Hunter," dropped Diana Rossini on her Scoop City podcast, just enough to send the internet into a frenzy. Now, the draft buzz is officially on fire. With the Cowboys sitting at number 12 overall, whispers of a blockbuster trade-up are gaining serious steam. Could Jerry make his boldest move yet to land CFB's most electrifying two-way star? With the draft just around the corner, all eyes are on Big D. But trading up just for spice? That's not how Jerry Jones plays the game. To land Travis Hunter, the Cowboys would need to crack the top 3. No small feat if they pull it off. Hunter could start day 1 at the corner for Brian Schottenheimer, and maybe even line up at wideout too.